The results are in, which means there's going to be more party-paid press, government-paid press. So, for independent press and analysis, please contribute to keep the show in the air. Marc Kealey is a big shot Liberal, and he's got a big smile on his face today, and he's been here before, and I want to put the question to you. Until just a few weeks ago, when Trudeau resigned, he was behind, the Liberals were behind 20%. It was a slam dunk for the Tories. Carney comes in, not many people know who he is, and all of a sudden, the Liberal Party wins again with virtually the same ministers. How'd you do it?
Let me parse this out, because I think your viewers need to know, because I'm probably going to get a whole bunch of blowback from this. The resignation of Justin Trudeau in January of this year told everybody, I'm the problem, I'm getting out of here. I'm going to have a leadership. And the leadership, and I want to make this point very clear, the leadership had 4 people, 3 of them who were already in Justin Trudeau's government, and a new guy, okay, who wasn't really a new guy. Government. He's never been there. But what you saw, and I think people need to pay attention to the leadership. And the leadership was an outright repudiation of anything to do with Justin Trudeau. He won by greater than 85%.
But
the leadership.
How do you say repudiation?
It was a repudiation. It doesn't matter if he was an advisor. He wasn't there making decisions. He could be an advisor. I don't care. Stephen.
He appointed
at the end of the day,
it
was the party said, we want a brand new, fresh face, somebody who can manage us on 2 fronts. On the economic front and on this existential threat that we saw happening at the end of January. And that became the issue. And I think Carney has the steady hand on the tiller. And I think Canadians said after he was elected leader of the party and appointed Prime Minister, you know what? I think I could deal with this guy.
And so he is an untested leader. And you're saying that, even though I think this whole idea that 51st state is just Trump playing with Canada. I mean, it's just baloney. It's never going to happen. But some Canadians were threatened by that. And so they put their faith in him as opposed to faith in a parliamentarian.
Well, listen, at the end of the day, I think he understands Parliament very well, and I think he understands bureaucracy very well. But more important, I think, and we've been screaming about this, people have been saying, and you can't have it both ways, this government knew nothing about the economy. And now you got a guy who knows fiscal policy and monetary policy. We're blessed.
And so I've heard from a Tory today who's saying, those darn Liberals just lied their way into power again.
And listen, I want you to have a 30-minute show on how you can go from 27 points in the polls and lose a godforsaken election. Don't give me a lecture on how the Liberals lied to this, because I'm telling you right now, we've done well.
That's 3 minutes. To those of you who have subscribed and donated, a heartfelt thank you. You're keeping us on the air. If you're watching and you haven't, please try to do so, because 4 years ago we started this show because there needed to be independent analysis. Now more than ever, with the Online Harms Act. Once that gets into law, it's been passed once by the House, there are going to be hundreds of bureaucrats censoring the news in Canada, censoring this show. We need to keep it on the air. Thanks for your support.